Hello everyone, welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Katie, and today I wanted to do a flip through, not of my entire black and white Bible, but I do just black and white art, but just Proverbs, because Proverbs I'm actually almost all complete, doing every single page in here, which I'm so excited about because I don't think I've ever finished like a whole book of the Bible unless there was like only like 1 or 2 pages of the Bible. But I am so close to finishing, so I thought I'd do a flip through and see how close I am to finishing with you guys. And, just to help motivate me and help motivate you guys as well, to just encourage us to get into our Bible. So let's go into Proverbs. Here is where Proverbs is. So I want to see how far away I am from finishing because I am very close. I might actually only have like 1 or 2 pages left to do. And I'd really like to finish it by the end of the month if I can. So I think that'll be my goal, to finish it by the end of the month, and we'll see if I can do that. I'll add it into my goal check-in next Wednesday. But here's Proverbs. I did this one for the chapter 1, verse 9 that says, "For they are graceful garland for your head and pendants for your neck." And it's talking about what the woman were wearing. It says, "Hear, my son, your father's instruction, and forsake not your mother's teaching. For they are a graceful garland for your head and pendants for your neck." So talking how precious your mother is and how her words really impact you. So I wanted to do something with the garland on her head as well as the pendant around her neck. So that's the first one. Second one is for, I think it was a little bit of chapter 2 plus the end of chapter 1, but I think mainly it was verse 5 in chapter 2 that says, "Then you will understand the fear of the Lord and find the knowledge of God." So that's what I did. So like I kind of like put in like a veil of like the world. That's what these kind of, I guess, black paint blobs represent. Kind of like one of those like beaded curtains. And then I put "find the knowledge of God" like behind the curtain. So you kind of have to like really search for and find his knowledge. Then on this side, I used the verse. Which one did I do? I think we're still in chapter 2, right? Yes, chapter 2. Oh, no, we're not in chapter 2. We're in chapter 3. I don't know, for some reason I didn't see chapter 3, but I did it for the verse 5 in chapter 3. It says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and do not lean on your own understanding." And verse 6 says, "In all your ways acknowledge him and he will make straight your path." So this one, I just kind of wanted to do something simple, so I drew some really cute little heart flowers instead of like actual flowers. I made the hearts into flowers, and then I put part of the verse on there. Then this one was for the verse, let's see, verse 17 in chapter 3. "Her ways are ways of pleasantness, and all her paths are peace. She is a tree of life to those who lay a hold of her. Those who hold her fast are called blessed." So I did a tree, and then I put the verse that has to do with the tree of life as well on there. And also with the path too. I added the path in there, which I really like how that turned out. I'm not normally like really good at tree drawings, but I'm pleasantly happy with that tree. Much better than honestly a lot of mine are. Then this one, I just wanted to do some fun decorative patterns here. And I did it for the chapter 4, verse 4, "Let your heart hold fast my words and keep my commandments and live." So I did some fun little just blob paintings for this page. Did a lot of acrylic paint markers I use a lot of, as well as Micron pens and Fujinisuke brush pens usually. Then for this one, it's for chapter 5, verse 25, or chapter 4, verse 25. "Let your eyes look directly forward and your gaze be straight before you. Ponder the path of your feet, then all your ways will be sure." So, and then it says, "Do not swerve to the right or to the left. Turn your foot away from evil." So I said, "Let your eyes look directly forward," and then I put the "do not swerve to the right or the left." So I did the arrows. And I think the verse did say, no, I thought I had it backwards for some reason because my arrows went the wrong way, but no, I did good. Yeah. No, I think I did put the wrong words because that arrow was supposed to go that way, but that's okay. It happens. Then I did this one. I did a little stone path for verse 21 in chapter 5, "For a man's ways are before the eyes of the Lord, and he ponders all his paths." So I did the verse along with a little stone path. And stone path didn't turn out too badly. I think I used an inspiration drawing online that I found. Then this one was for the verse in chapter 7, verse 2, "Keep my teaching as the apple of your eye." And I just did some fun black and white washi tape and put some cute little cardstock that I ended up cutting out in little half round circles there Chapter 7, verse 25, let not your heart turn aside to her ways. Do not stray into her paths. So I put the heart there, and I put, let not your heart turn aside. Do not stray into her paths. So I put that plus a look to the Lord. So I really like how this turned out. I love using like symbolism artwork just to kind of get the point across. And it's a simple drawing that you can do it during Bible study, during church. If you're like me, I listen better when I doodle. So something like this would be easy to do during worship. Then this one, I think I did a little bit of a prayer, and I'm not sure what verse I put for this one, but maybe it was verse 17 in chapter 8. I love those who love me, and those who seek me diligently find me. So I think, and verse 19 says, my fruit is better than gold, even fine gold, and my yield than choice silver. So that's why I did the treasure chest there. And so I was asking God to help me to remember how much he loves me. And this one was another prayer that I did for chapter 8, verse 32. It says, blessed are those who keep my ways. So I just put a little prayer and then a little fun box with the verse inside. Then for this one, I just wanted to do some kind of fun flowers with a little bit of a girl here. For the chapter 10, verse 6, it says, blessings are on the head of the righteous. So I put blessings on her head, and then I did this fun flower pattern, and I just wanted to do something fun. And I very rarely do like Zen doodle type artwork like this. I think that's what it's called. I don't normally do that because normally I don't like the designs and stuff, but drawing-wise, I actually kind of enjoy it. Then this one I did for technically verse 19, 21, and 32 in chapter 10 because it's talking about lips. It says, but whoever restrains his lips is prudent. The lips of the righteous feel many, and the lips of the righteous know what is acceptable. So I did the I Love My Lip song that Larry sings in VeggieTales, and I had to do it. I just had to. And this one, it's for chapter 11, verse 24. One gives freely, yet grows all the richer. And so I did this little hedgehog gifting. I don't know why I drew a hedgehog. I guess because sometimes, we're a little harsher on the outside, but we can be soft on the inside. Then this one, chapter 12, verse 22. Lying lips are an abomination to the Lord, but those who act faithfully are his delight. And then verse 9 in chapter 13, the light of the righteous rejoices. So I don't know why I picked the minions. I know kind of why I possibly picked them is because for verse 22, it says those who act faithfully are his delight. I feel like the minions act pretty faithfully to Gru in the cartoon. So I think that's why I chose that. And this one, I have another little prayer there. And I put for the verse in chapter 14, verse 24, the crown of the wise is their wealth. Put the verse, a little bit of a cute drawing of a crown. I think I drew that. I can't remember. I'm wondering if I traced it because I know crowns are not my strong point. Then chapter 15, verse 4, a gentle tongue is a tree of life. And I did not draw a tree because I've already done a tree. I just wanted to do a pretty doodle. And I think I got inspiration online for that, but really like how it turned out. Then this one is for chapter 16, verse 3, commit your work to the Lord and your plans will be established. And so I commit my work to the Lord, and then I put some things that I know God has for me, like traveling, writing books, as well as my YouTube channel. So that's kind of where I put that, committing my work to the Lord. Then on this page was for verse 20 in chapter 16. And blessed is he who trusts in the Lord. And I just wanted to do some fun painting techniques. Didn't really have a plan for this one. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I just want to have fun and just, throw some paint on there and just have a little bit of fun. Sometimes the idea for the painting comes first, like I think this did. And so something like this, where like, blessed is he who trusts in the Lord, I might not have an idea for it. So sometimes I just do something fun. Sometimes it doesn't have to go with the verse, and I still put the verse in there. So now it does. Then I have for verse 17, in chapter 17, a friend loves at all times, and I just did a bunch of hearts, and I like how it turned out. Just a bunch of hearts. So this one's for chapter 18, verse 10. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous man runs into it and is safe. And I put, you, Lord, are my strong tower. It is safe where you are. And I put the Leaning Tower of Pisa because it has been around for hundreds of years. It's leaning, but it is still a strong tower. And so that's a symbolism I got. And I do remember I did actually, I believe, draw that. I didn't trace it in. So that was a challenge. Then for this one, it's for chapter 20, verse 23. Verse 23 in chapter 20, the fear of the Lord leads to life, and whoever has it rests satisfied. He will not be visited by harm. So I just put the fear of the Lord leads to life, and I put kind of like the book of life here with some pretty flowers springing from it. Then this one was for chapter 20, verse 28. Steadfast love and faithfulness preserve the king, and by steadfast love his throne is upheld. So I just put like a little king birdie here. I don't know why. I think I saw this drawing somewhere online, so I created a little king birdie. Then this one, I think I just wanted to try a new technique doing half black and half white here. And it was for verse 21 in chapter 21. Whoever pursues righteousness and kindness will find life, righteousness, and honor. Then on this side, for chapter 22, verse 2, the Lord is the maker of them all. And I just wanted to do like a confetti page, where you have a ton of confetti, kind of celebrating that the Lord made you and me. Then this one is for chapter 23, verse 17 and 18. Let not your heart envy sinners, but continue in the fear of the Lord all the day. Surely there is a future, and your hope will not be cut off. So I did the verse up here, and kind of wanted to do a little bit of a figurine. Kind of wanted to fix her leg here. Something went a little bit wonky, but not a bad effort. Honestly, I'm not really great at drawing figures either, and it just takes practice and a lot of like pencil work and erasing first before I go into the ink. That's what I usually do first, is a lot of sketching, and then I'll go in with my ink. Sometimes I won't, but most of the time I will. Then this one is for chapter 23, verse 23, buy truth and do not sell it. So I just put a little bit of a cute vase and flowers, something you might purchase. And you don't usually sell your flowers once you buy them. So I just did this with some micron pens and a little bit of a Tombow brush pen to color in the vase, which is one of the only times I've actually ever done that. I should do that more often. And this is probably my favorite page in Proverbs, and loved drawing the bees. I didn't think I could do that either, but this one was for the verse 13 in chapter 24. My son, eat honey, for it is good, and the drippings of the honeycomb are sweet to your taste. So I had a lot of fun with this. The honey dripping, should have made the honey dripping a little bit further down, but that's okay. Then this one is for chapter 24, verse 27. Prepare your work outside, get everything ready for yourself in the field, and after that, build your house. So I put prepare and get ready, and then I put a little house. That's also not a bad house either, because again, this is a nice Bible to where like I can kind of, try out different things that I never thought I could draw. And then these are the 2 pages that I have not done yet, but I would like to finish them by the end of the month. Yes, and these 2 pages. So technically, I believe I only have, so that's 4 pages I have left to do, and 6. So technically, I do have verses picked out for all of these 6 pages. Might be 7. Oops, 7. But at least they're picked out, so I don't have to worry about trying to find a verse, although I might, reread the verses that I picked out, of course, to get ideas. Then the last one was for Proverbs 31. Oh, I actually didn't do anything for this one either. So I had to try to do something for the last page as well. But for Proverbs, did I say some? Proverbs 31, verse 10 is an excellent wife who can find. She is far more precious than jewels. So I did all the jewels there, and I liked doing that. I liked doing the jewels. I think I did Tracy's because I did not think I could do them, but now I probably would try to do them on my own. But yes, so I had a lot of fun with this page. I loved drawing the jewels. That was a lot of fun. All right, so that is the final page that I have done in Proverbs. So not bad. So I guess I have about 8 pages left to journal. I don't know if I'll get all 8 done by the end of the month, but I want to get at least like 3 more done. So that'll be nice. But it was nice going through and seeing what I've done so far in Proverbs. So I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you all in the next video.